Brian Little. Brian Little.
Japan.
Brian Little.
Japan. Japan. No. No. First one. First one. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Oh, it's still alive. It's still alive. No. Oh, come here. Eat. He went up in there. Eric coming in, like everybody. Light him up.
Jack it up.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Right there. Shiny! 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 We have to get Merlin. We have to get Merlin. What is it? What is it? What is it? Water orb! I have this! Done. Tabby, go. Whoa! Oh my God!
You know what the stakes are for this.
What? I see for the count?
Our marriage.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Check 2 1 2. What you're gonna do when you're joined for a special event? The first Wizarding Wednesday of 2025. It doesn't rhyme, but bars. All right, we got mics, we got checks. 15 Ravenclaw. We got a hype train that was brewing over on Twitch. All right, Steph-A, Potterhead, Mando, Becky, Pelez, Sandy. Let me see. Stargazer Tim, Micah, Shiny. New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. Yeah. We got Shiny Checks over there. We got Joel, Rainyard, Stargazer holding it down with the Calypso over on Twitch as well. Let's go. Happy New Year, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome to the first Wizarding Wednesday of 2025. How many weeks? It's supposed to be like, what? I think, what, 40-something weeks? I think we managed to do like 30-something last year. So... Happy New Year 2025. Exactly. Awesome drip. Yes, I probably will be wearing this every day. Shout out to Jay Bars, our inside man over at Wizarding World, Wizarding World of Harry Potter out LA. Yeah, 52 weeks in the year. Off by that much. So I probably did 40. I probably did 40 something. I'm prepped for the ice head on my way, literally chilling. Bro, it's like 20-something degrees over here, Steph-A. I'm sure it's colder where y'all at, but yeah, it's the word of the week so far out my way. Out the XpectoGO home is brr. New Year, same great hype. Let's go. Hey, celebrated 28 months of Patronus Squad. Stargazer Tim spreading some Lumos with the New Year. Same great hype. He's hyped. Let's go. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. I got the sounds muted. Apologies. It's really cold here on the East Coast. Yeah. I too am on the East Coast, and yes. It is breezing. That's the new word they're using. Breezing. Because it's brr. It's cold air, currently 39, and that's the best it's gotten here. Oh, no. Oh, so we got you beat then. Yeah, it's 20. Where's my phone? It's charging. They usually say it somewhere on the bottom. Feels colder now. Let me see what the temperature says. Okay, it's 32 degrees right now. So it was in the 20s earlier. Not so cold on the West Coast. Yeah, y'all got the opposite effect on the West Coast. Yo, anybody out LA, California near the fires, please be safe. Please take care of yourselves. Quick Lumos in the chat to everyone out there. Amelia, what is good? What's up, Ben? What is good? Happy New Year, Benjamin Snow. Everybody show some love to the one and only Ben Snow. How are you, bro? How are the fires? My brother lives out San Bernardino Valley or something like that. But he's closer to the mountains with all the smoke and everything. He said, yeah, it's crazy out here. I can imagine. He was telling me the air quality is kind of like iffy and stuff too. But it's just crazy. Yeah. Show some love to Ben Snow. Make sure, if you guys aren't already, be sure to follow, subscribe, all the things. Go watch videos. All of it. 14 degrees in central Wisconsin. Janet, golly. But yeah, please be safe. Send limos to those dealing with that. You got a lot of developers out there too, out LA, nearby at least that I know of. So yeah. Send some love out there. I'm safe. Safety in the Inland Empire. Jay is the one we need to send prayers to. Yes. I already sent text to Jay. I'm literally in the center between three fires, smoke everywhere, a bit on edge, because also on a hill. Ben, please, Ben, keep us posted. If you want to just DM me or on Twitter or whatever, man, please keep it posted. That's insane. I saw a couple of videos of content creators I follow who literally were like filming themselves running out like the house, like it was on fire. Like they were trying to grab as much stuff as they could and like just couldn't, because it was, I mean, yeah, your life, things, you can always replace things, but you can't replace your life and stuff. So yeah, please be safe, anybody out there. I'm gonna send a text to Jay as well. But I was talking to my brother because he lives out there. He and his fiance, they live out there. So they said they're doing good. It's just the air quality and the jobs too. My brother trains basketball players from like high school, little kids, to even pros who play overseas. And there's a couple of cats out there who lost homes and stuff. So that's also affecting like his job, obviously. But yeah, we want people to be alive and safe. So that's the most important thing. Seriously, they say leave, get out. Yep, exactly. The winds are no joke. Well said. Yeah. Magic Awaken is so cutting edge, says Mac. First under the Black Lake and now the ministry. Oh, no, they didn't. Mech. They had the Ministry of Magic. Oh my gosh, bro. Joseph, yo, XpectoGO. What's good? What's up, Joseph? Yes, agreed. Stay safe, as Baker says. For the wind shifted like crazy after sunset. That's crazy. But hey, I hope you guys are here. Let's get some distractions, provide some distractions and lumos to those affected, not only by the fires, but by the cold winter, with some fun discussions and topics in one of my favorite games. We're going to be doing this once a year because it's become a fan favorite of you guys. We're going to be drafting features for Hogwarts Legacy DLC. I was in Discord. I spammed Discord. I was like, hey, I need help. I need ideas for Hogwarts Legacy DLC features. And I wrote all of them down. Shout out to our Discord who came in clutch with all the ideas. I tried to write as many of them down, put them all in little tabs, balled them all up, got them in a bin. And this is what we have so far. A bunch of suggestions for features, and Sue and I will be competing on drafting, pulling from a hat the feature that we will have on our game, and you guys will be voting your favorite I guess, game by Sue and I with the best features alongside a story. And of course, Patronus Squad, they will be dueling with the winner of Sue and I. So we'll be doing that around 5:30, 6 p.m. East. So celebrating 23 months Patronus Squad over there. Let's go. Happy New Year. But before we get to that, we will be talking about Hogwarts Legacy 2 and the Hogwarts Legacy DLC. What will we see in 2025 from this? And I think it's going to be a lot. I think we're going to see a lot, and I'm going to break down why. So we're going to be talking about that. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. So as we do every Wednesday, yo, this your boy James over XpectoGO, bring you guys the latest and greatest in Hogwarts Legacy or Wizarding World or Harry Potter content, whether that be the amusement parks, the games, the TV show that's going to be popping and shooting this year, and everything in between. And we do this live every Wednesday around 4 or 5 Eastern with our community, and we just enjoy this fandom. So why not talk about it live with our awesome friends? So if you guys are into that, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a like over on YouTube. And as we are co-streaming on Twitch, be sure to follow us over there on Twitch. We'll be coming up with some Marvel Rivals content. We'll be streaming Friday. I'm trying to get the early access stuff set up so I can possibly stream tomorrow, as I'm part of the content creator program and I have early access to the new features for that game. So if you guys are into Marvel Rivals, I did create a channel on our Discord, and I will be making announcements and stuff in there routinely, at least once or twice a week, on when I'll be streaming and when you can play with me live. So be sure to join us there in Discord for all things, not only Wizarding World, but other games on top of that. And I'm excited to talk shop with you guys. I'm excited. This is 2025, a new year. A lot of things could happen, high or low expectations based on where you're at. But either way, we're going to talk about it, whether it be the music park that's dropping and opening in May, whether that be the audiobooks that's dropping late 2025 with a full cast and music and sound effects and everything, or whether that be the most important thing for us as a channel, Hogwarts Legacy, whether the DLC or the sequel. So we'll be talking about all of that, I promise. But like I do every stream, I want to say hi to everybody who is here, whether you're watching this on Replay Squad, but most definitely cats who are alive. I will be voting for Sue. Rita, I already know you're voting for Sue. Already know, Rita. Already know. I'm excited for the audio books too, Moon Lily, for sure. I forgot about that. I think like Joseph said something on, I think it was on Twitter. But anyway, let me say hi to everybody on YouTube right quick. Amelia, Astro Knight, Teen Wolf Maniac, Ben Snow, David M. Potterhead Mando, Joseph, Lauren, Leola, who's that? LC, Stargazer Tim, Patronus Squad, excuse me, Merlin, Patronus Squad, Moon Lily, Patronus Squad, Rita, Patronus Squad, Stephanie, Patronus Squad, Streamlabs, Patronus Squad, Yoko, and more. If I missed you, holla at your boy in the chat. And then, of course, over on Twitch, Galactic Dragon, Happy New Year. Hope the Overlord Poppy blessed you. Still coming in with that Poppy hate. I don't want to hear it. We also got Calypso over on Twitch alongside Joel and Renyard. And of course, Jasmine celebrating 6 months Patronus Squad and alongside myself and others. I'm sure Cindy's moderating the mess out of that. So, yeah. Jay, quickly, how are you doing with the fires, man? How are things over that Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and how are you? Are you safe? Are you sound? What's the dealio? Oh, also, I told everybody I will be wearing this. I've got a lot of compliments for this, so I'll probably be wearing this every day. So if you guys don't know, Jay hooked us up. Jay actually got one for the kids and myself. So if you guys don't know, my kids are my oldest is a Ravenclaw, my youngest is a Slytherin, and then of course I'm a Hufflepuff and Sue is a Gryffindor. So we have all 4 houses represented amongst the 4 of us, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Jay hooked the kids up with some cool stuff. So I'll be posting pictures throughout the month on Instagram. So if you guys aren't, follow us on Instagram as well. Mic check. Oh my gosh. Join the squad on here for 2 years and 6 months of Twitch. Woo! Stephanie McKinster. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, I feel like. It's good to see you. Let's go. Many prayers to all fire victims in SoCal. Yeah, Lumos. Okay, Universal is closed, of course, on my day off, and they paying everyone for it. Still, you're safe. That's all we care about. Oh my gosh. Stargazer Tim, good over there. Cool. Oh, with the migraine. Okay, Lumos to Cindy. Okay, I didn't know she had a migraine. Okay. I'm near downtown LA. I'm not near the fires, but the wind is blowing. Yeah, I was just telling them my brother's out San Bernardino Valley, and so he's closer to the mountains than his fiance who's closer to downtown. So he said he didn't want to have to deal with the homeless stuff down there. So he said it's all. He said he's like the only African American in that place. He said it's all like, I guess like Hispanics, but he played basketball in Mexico, so his Spanish is real good. So it fit him perfectly. Also, new feature. I have a huge jug. I'm gonna be drinking this jug daily. It will not be replacing my wonton soup cups, but sometimes you'll see me doing this, drinking from this, which is weird because it's so big. I'm thinking about all of y'all with the fires. Thanks, Robert. Feel better soon, Cindy. Agreed. You missed my super chat. I did. Where was your super chat? I did miss your super chat. Oh, there it is. I see it. LCN. Hi, James. What do you think? If Hogwarts Legacy did more impactful consequences for choices throughout the story, just like become human. I think that is the most requested feature by far when it comes to the game. At least from my circle. Obviously, I don't have the reach as a Avalanche Software or any of these other channels, but and I'm sure Ben can attest to this. The most requested feature for Hogwarts Legacy sequel or even the DLC is our choices mattering and consequences for those choices. Maybe just 2 separate storylines. So knowing Avalanche Software and particularly Chandler Wood and all of those cats, all of those cats over there, they do a great job of listening to the community and trying to implement stuff we would like to see. Then it just boils down to if they can or not. So I'm sure they're trying to, at least in some way, shape, or form, especially since it's our story. It makes so much sense for our choices to have mattered if it's our story, if it's about us. It's not about Sebastian, even though he had the best story arc. It's not about Professor Fig. It's not even about the Keepers and their ancient magic. It's about us and how we choose to interact with the narratives of surrounding our companions, our teachers, and the overall story. So I think if I were a betting man, I think we'd see it in the sequel, not in the DLC, but definitely in the sequel. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, just because they don't want to go possibly too heavy. They want this game to still be wide-reaching and still approachable from no matter what age you're at, and consequences could be a little bit heavy, but just their passion for the community and knowing what we want. And again, I think this is one of the more requested features. I think we'll see it. So thanks for the super chat, LC. Thanks for reminding me about it too. I think I missed one. Mini prayers. Okay, I already got that from A. Ramos, celebrating 24 months. 2 years for Patrona Squad. Let's go. Galactic Dragon. Do we know? How do we know it's not Polyjuice? Oh my gosh. There's no Polyjuice over here, Galactic Dragon. There's no Polyjuice. Oh my gosh. Will we ever get a backstory to the main character? Maybe a flashback? Y'all coming in hot. Y'all just want to do a questionnaire right quick before we get into topics? Let's just do a questionnaire. I'm going to open up the thing right now because y'all coming in hot with these questions. So we're just gonna open up right now. We're just gonna open up questions right now. If you're on Twitch, write your questions, but I'm gonna drop the Q&A section over here on YouTube because y'all coming in hot. Ask me anything about HL. And we'll do this for a half hour. Before we get into the topics and stuff, because I still want to tell you guys why I think we're getting at least something for Hogwarts Legacy 2, but most definitely getting the Hogwarts Legacy DLC. So, okay, that's dropped. That should be at the top of you guys' chat. So drop your questions in there right quick. I hope we get some news for Hogwarts Legacy 2 this year. Perez, I'm 99.9% sure we're getting it. I'm just saying that right now. I will die on this hill. I died on the Merlin Hill. I will die on this hill. I am 99.9% sure we're getting Hogwarts Legacy 2 news. I am 99.9% sure. Because, well, I'll talk about it. I am positive. Hey, but thanks for the 21 months, Patrona Squad, Perez. Will we get a backstory in the next game? Stephe, yes. Yes. Well, no. Stephe, I say no. And the reason being, will we get it? Or I think this should be broken down in two parts. Should we get it and will we get it? Should we get it? Yes. We should get it. I think what upsets me about the first game is everybody else had a more compelling backstory than we did. Everybody. All the companions, maybe except for like the Ravenclaw ones. The teachers had a compelling backstory that I wanted to explore. All the professors. Even Ranrock had a compelling backstory, especially with his twin being, what's his name? Spoiler alert, and then dying. Everybody had a cool backstory that I wanted to explore, and I think that's why this world felt so lived in, and why the characters were so appealing, and why they just fit so well in the Wizarding world, except us. I mean, heck, even our journey was based off of what the Keepers did or didn't do during their time. It had nothing to do with us. It had everything to do with their legacy, not ours. Obviously, the legacy is ancient magic, but I think that was a weak spot for me personally, especially coming from Harry Potter and wanting to be Harry Potter and reading the books and seeing how his actions and everything about him tied to the overall narrative, not just from his perspective with the books being written that way, but the actions, everything seemed to point towards him. And in the game, everything just seemed to point towards the Keepers and Isadora. And so I think we should get a backstory, or at least more information in regards to why we are who we are and why we are capable of doing it. Will we get it? I don't think so. I don't think so. They like the vagueness. They like allowing us to come up with our own backstory without them having to do it. So that way there's no cultural or racial or regional clashing between the characters we created from the first game going into the second game. We got backstory on Fig's wife. Yeah, heck, Fig. Can please somebody explain to me how Fig's wife found this thing, the key? Because I've been going through the beginning parts because I have two theories I want to stretch out, which also came from the prophecy thing we talked about 2 weeks ago. But the key that Rackham left was only supposed to be discovered by somebody who can use or sense or manipulate ancient magic. How in the ham sandwich did she find it outside of Rookwood's like descendant, Charles Rookwood, finding it. He knew about it because obviously his great whatever was a keeper, which is why Ranrock was using Rookwood. But how in the heck did she find it? Especially when the key was supposed to be for us. Jenny's lurking. Yep. James, I never thought about that. That's what I'm saying. They don't explain that, Jenny, like Becky, at all. Thanks for the lurk, Jenny. It helps them avoid plot holes. Like, watch it with the Ravenclaw. Jay, I'm sorry. I'm just stating facts. There's no hate, Jay. There's no hate. Oh my gosh. She found it in the castle she was investigating, but still, how's that? Yeah, how's that not explained? How did she just happen to find it in the castle? Like, she was studying, and then they don't explain how traces of ancient magic were coming back up, unless it had something to do with Ranrock. Which, I mean, obviously he could use it, but like, they don't explain how it came back. Unless his digging did it. You know what I'm saying? Because they talked about the ancient hotspots and everything like that. She clearly blundered into it somehow. Yeah. Rooming home. Okay. It's back. I also think those cut missions or stories led up to the sequel. I don't think so. Todd! I know nothing. Celebrating 20 months of Patronus Squad. One of the amazing people over at Avalanche Software, but also an amazing artiste and a human being who is also a Ravenclaw, Jay, even though he did the Poppy Sweeting quest, the best quest. Jay, everybody show some love to Todd. Todd, how are you doing? How's recovery? Right quick. Hope you're doing well, bud. Thanks for popping in. All right, let me go into the questions. We got a couple. And I'm going to end the poll. We got 12 votes, and we got both in regards to will we see Hogwarts Legacy 2 and Hogwarts Legacy Definitive News. So, cool beans. All right, so I hope you're doing well, Ty. Yeah. Recovery's going well. Back at it. Good, love to hear it. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you and your loved ones, man. And of course, everyone over there. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm trying to make it out Salt Lake City to see my brother and sister-in-law this year, so never know. No work trips, I promise. Oh man. Okay, so quick questions in the Q&A over on YouTube. I thought it was given to her by a goblin. Wait, do we know that? So glad you're doing well. Pop in to Todd. Yeah. Steph says, glad you're doing well over here on Twitch, Todd, one of our moderators and Patronus Squad, fellow Patronus Squad members. So was she given that by a goblin? I don't know. Maybe I missed that part. I think Loggot tells us she was studying goblins in Brogbor. I think Loggot tells us she found something because she was studying goblins. But how did she find it? How did Loggot? My thing is, at the very beginning during the pensive flashback, Charles and Percival are talking about the path that they led and how, obviously the key starts the path to which, leads to them meeting the keepers. Whoever finds this key is going to start the path of, finding the keepers, doing the trials, and of course, learning about ancient magic and the repository that's under Hogwarts. But I don't care who found it. At the beginning, they said we might have hit it too well. That's a fear of Charles. He said, we've done everything we could do. I literally just watched it yesterday. He said, I've done everything we could do. I think we've hit it possibly too well. So again, I don't care who found it. Because Rackham's response is, well, whoever has the powers we do, like me, whoever has the ancient magic powers like me, is a fifth year like me, should be able to find it. And Charles is like, well, not everybody is like you. He said, well, the person who does will be able to find it and start this journey. So again, we were given the key. We didn't find it. Now, maybe you can find the key. It's easy to find the key, but you don't know it has ancient magic around it. But it's literally a port key. It's literally a port key. So I don't know. I think there's something to it. I think there's something missing. Hope they didn't say magic told there. All right, let me get to these questions. Because I will like go down a rabbit hole. Half class, I'm curious, like always, did you watch the baking cook-off? I watched the first 2 episodes, Demi Guys Hades. So I'm in the middle of watching it. It is good. It is good. It is really good. It's just wholesome. I don't know. It's just wholesome. Who would have thought Wizarding World and baking would be so cool? It's good. So I'm episode 2 right now. It's the Wizarding World. It's good. All right, Ethan, out of everything that we have theorized, these are the questions about Hogwarts Legacy. What is the one that stands out to you and the one that you want to happen regardless of realism? What do you want? There's a lot of theories. We've come up with a lot of theories, chat, this past year and even 2023 in regards to the sequel and even the DLC. What I want. Which theory? I'm really, just because it's more recent, so I go recency bias. The prophecy theory. The prophecy theory. So for those of you guys who don't know, let me see if I can bring it up right quick. This was a thumbnail on our previous Wizarding Wednesday, not that long ago. And it was something I was just like mulling over in my head. But it was something I saw that popped out when Sue was playing. And it's this. This image right here of Percival Rackham. He's a seer, if you guys don't know. And he can obviously see the future. We see a wall with a bunch of things that also point to his seerness. But his ability to tap into the future. You see in his mural, you see a lot of stars on the mural. You also see tarot cards, but you also see him looking at his orb or whatever you want to call it. I always forget what they're called. But when a seer makes a prediction, it's a prophecy. And they usually go in the Ministry of Magic. Rackham is before the Ministry of Magic. So where does his prophecy go? So I ran with this and thought, well, it would be cool if his prophecy was about us. Because he talks about it barely. Because we ask, and there's a dialogue feature where we ask, did you see me coming? Did you know I was coming? And he's like, possibly, but I can't talk about it. But I also noticed everybody is surprised how young we are. So was his prophecy based off somebody older that was like us? So have things sped up? Because they were really, and if you look, because I've been watching the dialogue just for the Keepers dialogue. Whenever we meet the Keepers, everybody says how young we are. How young we are, how young we are. And 2 out of the 4 Keepers also have this book as a part of their trial. Or at least access to the pensive or whatever. Nim, I forgot her name. I always pronounce her name wrong. That's this book. How this is designed is how we go into the book for the Deathly Hallows one. This book is also underneath the restricted section. And so we have the book, but where is this? You know what I'm saying? We see the book everywhere. We see this book everywhere. But where is this? Where is this prophecy? I think there's more to us in regards to predicting us being here. And the reason they're saying, why aren't you older, is because they're expecting the person who Rackham prophesied about to be older. Thus, the events that they prophesy about haven't happened yet. And so I think all of that goes into the second or third game and us going against a big bad. And their job is to train us for that, if that makes sense. So anyway, yeah, I think that's one of my favorite ones because this is a more recent one that I'm exploring as a theory. And it's cool. And it gives us that itch of our backstory. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the legacy of the game goes back to the legacy of the keepers and ancient magic. But if there's a prophecy involved, just like Harry in Prisoner of Azkaban, not Prisoner of Azkaban, in Order of the Phoenix, then I think it could be pretty cool. Crystal ball. Thank you, Jay. Crystal ball. Crystal ball. The key itself was a port key, but the case wasn't. Only the one that could open the case can gain access to the key to your journey in Green Vaults. Okay, so that's fair. But again, I'm just going off of dialogue, Lauren. Like, how did they find it? How did they find it? That's all. That's all. All good points, but I think they kind of glossed over it too easily, in my opinion. That's all. Percival appears into the orb. There's no Sauron here. You have to drop the orb like Pippin. You just see an eye. So that was questions from Ethan. This is from Luis. Should we learn the Patronus Charm of Hogwarts Legacy 2? Yes. Yes. If consequences, morality, choice is the most requested feature, the Patronus is the most requested spell. And again, they knew this when the first game came out. So yeah. Ethan, I would choose the same theory second. However, I really enjoyed our Isadora theory regarding the mentors. I forgot about that one. The only reason I don't think that oh my gosh, I love that theory. If you guys don't know, Isadora is able to control, like, manipulate ancient magic, obviously, but she was gaining strength through emotions. And when she displayed it to the keepers in one of the scenes, she got stronger by taking away the emotions. Obviously, that is very similar to what the mentors do. She was taking away their sadness. The mentors were taking away the happiness. And it just so happens the creator of the Dementors, Christus, was around during the time of the Keepers. And we know Isadora had came back from something and displayed that ability to the Keepers after her journey. And so our theory went to, she ran into a Christus early before the Dementors were made, and they were doing some dark magic, but she was using ancient magic and found a way to use ancient magic to manipulate people's emotions, at least draw from it, just like a Dementor does. And so there's a lot of similarities between the two, and they just so happen to be around the same century, around, I think it's the 15th century, 1400s, I believe. So yeah, I love that theory. I forgot about that one. That's a good one, Ethan. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a real good one. I love to see Wizard's chest. Yeah. But yeah, I think we're going to learn the Patronus Charm. Next question from Magica. Will Hogwarts Legacy 2 be year 6, or will it be the same? Wait. Will it be year 6, or will it even be the same characters? Jeez. It has to. I think it has to be the same characters, Magica. I think year 6 or year 7 makes sense. A lot of people would like to see us older outside of the school, maybe finding a job, which could tie back to the whole rhetoric of the keepers being surprised we're older. I mean, we're so young, and my prophecy theory. So, I think you have to be. It has to be the same character. I think it has to be the same character, or you're just creating new ones, because there's so much connections there. So, that's my thought. Astral says, do you think our dark choices would affect the world around us, i.e. students scared of us and going a different direction, teachers saying varying comments of disappointing, etc.? Well, we already have that in the game. They already mentioned that's the guy who had a dragon attack them, or at the end of the game, man, like, you were so brave. Thank you for what you did for saving Hogwarts and us. So they already do that. Even the goblins and the poachers, when we run into them at a certain point throughout the game, they reference certain story beats that happen. So that's already in the game. So I think, yeah, if we get choices, they could just continue that line of dialogue in regards to reactionary dialogue based off of what we've done. So I don't think that's a stretch. It's just the stretch will be if our choices, whether they be dark or good, will affect it in a certain way. But the dialogue, I don't think that's not going to be hard or too tough. As if I'm a developer, but they've already done it. But scared. That just depends on how dark they allow us to get. They still want this game to be approachable by all ages. I have a 10 and 11-year-old who play the game, and so they still want this game to be approachable. So it just depends on how dark they go, but I don't see them going too dark. Great question though, Lee. Will we get to see evil Poppy? Just asking for the general populace. No, never. I think, if I'm being honest, there could be a mean streak. She could be going so much the other way. If you guys don't know, Poppy and her parents were poachers. Not her, but her parents were poachers, and which is why she has a love for animals, because she hated seeing what I guess her parents were doing. Was it her parents or grandparents or something? But she could go the other way, where she's just like pissed off at anybody who hurts an animal. But I don't think it's evil. It's still grounded in a moral authority of saving those who are unable to save themselves. But I think that's like the evilest she will get. If that makes sense. I thought of it. Do you think I have more school sims? I don't think so, Yoko. I don't think so. Do you think we'll be able to get animated in the second game? I want to. I think the only way we'll get animagus will be like in the DLC. I don't think it'll be a main thing in the story. So if we get like a Hogwarts Legacy 2 DLC or a Hogwarts Legacy 3 DLC, especially if they do a trilogy, save it for like the last game and a DLC where we can become an animagus. I think animagus takes away from the ancient magic component, which is crazy in and of itself. And so I think it distracts, honestly. Even though I would love to. I know I would love to. But I think animagus distracts it. So I can see it in the DLC. But if we going where I think we're going, like the Ministry of Magic and stuff like that, it wouldn't help us. It will only help in a place where there's a lot of animals. Scotland, Scottish Highlands and stuff. Ouagadougou, out in Africa. Brazil, rainforest, wild areas. And I think we're going Ministry of Magic route in the sequel and everything like that. So I don't think we'll see it. I still need a DLC, right? What about using ancient magic to control some magical creatures so you use them to do stuff? Galactic Dragon. That gets fishy because you're asking an animal to do something they might not want to do. So I think you can control creatures just by, being friendly. Shout out to Newt Scamander, which Poppy could, grow in her love for animals, but also knowledge for her love, grow in her knowledge of creatures. And so the I think Poppy, that's where Poppy can fit in and continue with our story, where there's a Fantastic Beast element to the later two games if it's a trilogy, and she helps us narratively be able to use a dragon or some creature in a pinch, based on where we're at in the journey. So using ancient magic, I think, is kind of like crossing a line to force a creature to do something they might not want to do, but learning how to do it in a natural way, thanks to Poppy, I think narratively would make more sense. Forbidden spell to control animate. Oh my gosh, get out of here, Calypso. Thanks for the lurk, David Potterhead. Dragons have ancient magic in their skin. They do. They do. They do. All right, next question. Do you think WB lets Avalanche cook and really haven't had greed leak into the next installment? That is the biggest question. The overarching storyline that was talked about in the article from Variety connecting to the TV show, I don't like at all. Even though I've made 2 videos so far and like 3 Wizarding Wednesday streams describing how it would fit. But I still think there's a buffer between the higher ups at WB and cats like Chandler, who will allow them to cook. Was it John Blackburn, one of the founders, if not the founder? I think it was like 2 or 3, or he might have been the only one. But John Blackburn, one of the founders, or the founder at Avalanche Software, when I got a chance to talk to him and just talking about like how they got the PlayStation deal and how they even pitched the game, it sounds like he's got the studio protected in a way. And that goes down from him to, I'm sure, Alan too. And then from Alan to, anybody else, from a high ranking standpoint within the studio. But that is the fear, because there is a pecking order. And WB Games has to answer to WB Discovery. And we talked about it last year. They did not have a good year in regards to their stock. So they are really counting on the sequel and Harry Potter. And what's crazy is, in this article I'm showing now, David Haydad, president of WB Games, he was surprised that a lot of people clamored or attached themselves to Hogwarts Legacy. And I'm like, if you're surprised, you have no read. No read on, at least from what I think, you have no read or gauge on the community, on why we enjoy this fandom, on why the game was successful. We, as Harry Potter fans, have always wanted to put ourselves, or ask that question, whether watching the movies or reading the books, what would I do if I was in Harry's position? And this game gave us that opportunity. And obviously he has bigger fish to fry. He has to worry about 30 to 100 some odd games that they're working on, is currently in development, that they're publishing, whether it be mobile, online, single AAA games, everything under the sun. So that being said, I don't know who he talked to for him to still be surprised. I promise you, Chandler and them weren't surprised. They hoped. I have an interview with Alan too when I visited LA. He said, we hope it does well, but they're confident in what they did and then how it would connect to us. I'm like, David Haydad, just visit Avalanche Software, which I know they have done. I think there has been a visit, but yeah. Hey, Dylon, celebrate 29 for Shona Squad. Happy Wednesday. Happy New Year to you and yours, Dylan. Thanks for dropping in, bud. Hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. 1890, yeah. So yeah. I think there's enough buffer where they'll let Avalanche cook. How much is the question, but I think there's enough buffer where they'll let Avalanche cook. You got some great leadership over there, in my opinion. So, based off of who I met and what we've seen from the marketing all the way down to the live streams and everything else, and the game itself, obviously. But I think they will. Last two. Will we see the Dumbledore family? Will it be about what happened to Ariana and the father innocent of his crimes and the muggles? Did he take the fall for family member? So if you guys don't know, Dumbledore's timeline fits right in with our timeline in Hogwarts Legacy. Dumbledore starts attending Hogwarts in 1892. The incident with Ariana and being attacked by Muggle boys and Ariana's father, Dumbledore's father, attacking the boys and being sent to Azkaban happens in 1891. They say when Ariana was 6, and I think she was born in 1885. And so 1891 is around the time where she would be 6, which would be the following year of the first Hogwarts Legacy game. So our 6th year is when Ariana's attacked, and it affects her so where, we get what happens to her or whatever later on. But anyway, obscurus. But in the second games, they're going 1890, 1891, and 1892. In the second game, those events happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if something small as we read the Daily Prophet and Dumbledore, I forgot his father's name, but a Dumbledore attacks Muggles and is sent to Azkaban, because Dumbledore was known as a Muggle hater when he entered Hogwarts in 1892 during his first year, because everybody knew about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was something that small from the Daily Prophet. Whether it's the main point, especially since they're trying to connect the big story aspects of the game to the Harry Potter, could be. But I would focus on Dumbledore himself, and maybe we hear about what happened with his dad and his sister and how it affected him by talking to him in person, whether it's in the second game or the third game, which would be 1892, his first year. So I have a video about that on the channel. Dumbledore is the key in regards to connecting the two storylines from Hogwarts Legacy and the Harry Potter storyline. So check it out. I won't elaborate too much on that one. Hey, Danielle, welcome to the stream. XpectoGO, that means Seb can be buddies with Dumbledore's dad and ask him, LC, I know. And they could do something like we're visiting Azkaban, which I don't see how we would be able to, or at least sneak into Azkaban to see Seb if he's there at all. And we see a Dumbledore, see Dumbledore's dad. Like, they could do it. Again, the timeline fits. Check out the video. Go into all of that. I think they were going to help Albus in the next game during the first and second year. That would connect the show to the game and keep up with the lore. I think that's like the simplest and easiest way to do it. It's just we have to wait till the third game, or they would have to jump a year in the second game. Because again, 1892 would be our 7th year. 1891 would be our 6th year. 1892 is when Dumbledore comes to Hogwarts. So they have to skip a year. But 1891 is when Dumbledore's father is sent. So they could at least talk about that and still allow us to gradually navigate 5th, 6th, 7th year and keep it as a trilogy. Last question. Oh, we got more. What other objects etc. are there to find in relations to Ancient Magic, and is it Hogwarts Legacy 2 or DLC? And I don't know. I feel like anything could be Ancient Magic because it's Ancient Magic. So, I would definitely want to explore the pensive angle again, especially with my boy Merlin, which they still need to elaborate on. But yeah. So that was from Lee. Do you think our MC, this is from Lily, will be given the gifts of sight like Rackham or something similar to what the other keepers' unique gifts were, or keep our MC's gifts strictly with the elementals or ancient magic? I'm trying to think, what were the gifts of the other ones? Because Percival was the only one who could see and manipulate ancient magic, and who started as a 5th year. Percival was the only one. I don't know if a lot of people realize that. And I think Percival taught them. But Percival's the only one. It's Percival, Isadora, and us currently on record in regards to starting as 5th years and being able to see, manipulate, and control ancient magic. Now, obviously, we know it can be taught and learned because we see Dumbledore do it in the books. So I think, because of that, Rackham taught the keepers. I think we might teach Dumbledore ancient magic. Because in the Goblet of Fire, Voldemort, I think it's chapter 33, when he arrives, Voldemort says, and again, this is my video, Dumbledore... what's the word he used? But Dumbledore used ancient magic, and the magic worked where Harry had to be near a relative, blood of Lily, so it was near a relative. But the word he uses is the same word that's used when we first used ancient magic in the game. So that was cool. That was a cool connection right there from Avalanche Software. Do you see Hogwarts Legacy 2 on Switch 2 is supposedly much better than the original? That's going to be the key, because I think by the time the sequel comes out, the PlayStation 6 might be out by the time the sequel comes out. Because I think the sequel is going to drop 2027, earliest late 2026 holiday, which was the initial window. Holiday was the initial window for the first game, holiday 2022, and then they had to delay it, and we got it February 2023. So I think a holiday 2026 at the earliest, but I think that's still too early. I think 2027 is plausible. So by that time, we could have PlayStation 6, the next Xbox console, or at least handheld that I know they're working on, and the Switch 2 obviously will have been out. I think they make it for the Switch 2. They made a buttload of money putting it on the Switch 1, even though, obviously there was a downgrade in graphics and stuff, but I think it was December 2023, they had the earnings report where they made north of 6 or 7 million just in the month on the Switch. Just on the Switch. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think it was north of 6 or 7 million just in December of 2023. And the Switch had dropped, the Switch version of Hogwarts Legacy had dropped November 4th or something around that time. So you're just losing out on more money if you don't put it on the Switch 2. So I think they will. Thanks for the lurk, Merlin. Pizza's here. Enjoy. But yeah, that being said, those are all the questions. It's really cool seeing all the cover bridges and extra doors and the Switch versions. Yeah. They went above and beyond. Would be the easiest connection to make. What's LR? Let's see that right. What are you talking about? IR. What are you talking about, Steph? Callisto says, I think going with. I think we are going to help Albus the next day doing his first. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen, James? What are your thoughts? On the second one? I don't think. All right. Real quick. Follow me on this chat. I've talked to, if you guys have been here Wizarding Wednesday, you guys have heard all of this, mostly all of this. So, my theory, and I started this like last year. Well, year before last in 2023. I think the natural progress is the Ministry of Magic. If you go back, which I have been doing and following, just watching all the cutscenes and dialogue scenes, there's a lot of connections with the Ministry of Magic. Obviously, George, RRP, who died in the carriage against the dragon. Fig, obviously, was reporting everything that we were doing back to the Ministry. So those two Ministry workers right there that we have a connection to. Also, Professor Weasley gave us the field guide, which was something also from the Ministry of Magic. And then so forth and so on. You got Ministry of Magic workers and Professor Sharp. So there's a connection there. Obviously, Professor Heckett, who works in the Department of Mysteries. Also connection there to the Ministry of Magic and a connection to us. So I think the natural narrative idea or storyline idea takes us, or at least leads us, to the Ministry of Magic. Whether it be the higher ups or the Department of Mysteries, there's going to be an element of the Ministry stepping in. And here's why. Just like in the Order of the Phoenix, the Ministry was trying to hush Harry Potter and his outburst of Voldemort being back. Everybody was scared. The leader, I forgot his name. It wasn't Fudge, was it? But anyway, he was saying, yo, Harry Potter's crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Dumbledore is being eccentric, which is why they sent, obviously, what's her name? Why am I drawing blank on names? Pink Lady. Why they sent her to be not only a person in Hogwarts that represents the Ministry of Magic, but they wanted to see what was going on at Hogwarts and kind of just shut things down. And I think at the end of the game, and going back to Hogwarts Legacy and us in the Ministry, that decision of reveal ancient magic or keep it hidden, the Ministry, if we know the Ministry like we do from Fantastic Beasts even to the Harry Potter books, they don't like when they're not in control. And so, because of that angle that has been explored numerous times, Sue is in the house. Umbridge, thank you, Umbridge. I think they will have a very strong opinion on our decision, and we become undesirable number one, just like Harry. And with that, it leads us to. Hey, carpet.
Yeah. Hi.
But with that, it leads us to the consequences and your choice. You can choose to either go with this, I guess, this tag or name that, or I guess persona that the Ministry has falsely accused you of being a liar. Fig didn't die from ancient magic. There was no Goblin Rebellion and all this other stuff, even though it's in the books. But the Ministry is like, no, it was only a couple of goblins. We stopped them. The Ministry stepped in and everything like that. We can embrace that and try to cover our name. We can embrace that and go evil. He's like, all right, you're going to say I'm a liar. I'm going to destroy you then. Or we can try to clear our name. And that's where the consequences and stuff comes in. How are you? coming in with the
What?
with the sass.
I didn't do anything. I haven't even said hardly anything.
So, so I think that's the like bulk of the overall story, and I think there's someone within the ministry, obviously, who is evil and wants us for their own gain, maybe to start a war, whatever, but wants to use us as a weapon, which is why they're falsely accusing us of being a liar and stuff like that. They know we don't have anybody, and so emotionally, Fig was that person for us. But since he's dead, spoiler alert, they're going to pretend to come in like another Professor Fig, but just like in the Harry Potter books, they're not really who they are, and so forth and so on. And so that's the bulk of what I think should or could happen based off of where we left off in the first game, going to the second game. And the rest is just window dressing at the end of the day. And leaving us at the end of the game going into this big battle with this guy who we find was manipulating us in the first place. Because either way, if you decide to go good or bad, his manipulation will still be the same. He's going to help us be bad, or he's going to lie to us and be falsely helping us while also helping himself. So both paths can still lead to one ending and still easily go into the third game, in my opinion. So
That sounds cool.
yeah, I think that makes sense.
And Gabe said he's dead.
Gabe, you knew that.
I keep telling him he needs to do spoiler alerts.
I
The
say it all
game
the
has
time.
barely been out for 2 years.
I said, oh my gosh, next month will be
I
2
know.
years. That's crazy. Next
Isn't
month
it
will be
wild?
2 years. Jeez. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
So that's what I think is going to happen. What time is it?
5:47.
5:47. We started at 4:30. Okay.
You said make sure you're here by 5:45.
Yeah.
And I was here.
You are here.
By 5:45.
So quickly, let's get into the latest and greatest, and I'm going to break down why I think we're going to get not only the DLC this year, but Hogwarts Legacy 2 information. So, Yo's in the chat if you guys are ready to discuss that. Thank you for the questions. I might just do that at the beginning of every stream. Bars.
Rita said, James, can you get that bottle in a large?
Rita, between you and Sue and the Sass, bro. Oh my gosh. Maybe we
Good
need
one,
an agent
Rita.
to make people forget what happened. I think that could be something that leads to it, Galactic Dragon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think we're going to get both. So let me go here. And we got Yo's in the chat. All right, let's do the latest and greatest. Over. I'd expect to go bring you guys the latest and greatest, latest and greatest, latest and greatest, the latest and greatest, latest and greatest.
Ryan Little.
Japan. All right. Hold on. There's another one. This one. Okay. All right. I'm going to start with the most likely one, which is the definitive edition. And again, if you guys have been here before, this is nothing new to you guys. But Insider Gaming reported back in February on what Jason Schreier of Bloomberg pointed out regarding a surprise director's cut in development for Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this was in February of 2024. And this was after the bomb that was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. They were reporting on why it wasn't as effective and just overall losses for WB Games, it being over 200 million. And how there was a little bit of, back and forth within Rocksteady. Not good back and forth. The previous leadership had left, abandoned ship while this game was in development, and the whole nine. You have to pay to read it, but this was all reported by Bloomberg, by Jason Schreier. And if you guys have been following the gaming news, Jason Schreier is one of the best reporters and leakers when it comes to gaming. If Jason Schreier is reporting on it, there's a very high possibility, over 90%, that it's coming true. And Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming is regarded, at least, in that same vein. And because of that, a lot of people ran with the story. But Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming, back in October of last year, just a couple of months, reported that is not called a director's cut, but a definitive edition. And this is where we get insight into them saying Hogwarts Legacy Definitive Edition is in development. Its content will be sold as a separate DLC for those that have the existing games like yourselves. And he goes into a lot of the features that we, myself, Sue, and the community were very excited about, namely 10 to 15 hours of extra content. I did a compare and contrast with other games like Jedi Survivor, even the Spider-Man 2 game, all came out in 2023 alongside Hogwarts Legacy, and they had a little bit over 20 to 25 hours. And so this is half of a full game as a DLC, which is huge. That's a lot of content. On top of mention of new new story quests, side quests, activities, and outfits. No word of new enemies, but new maps was mentioned as well as mentioning the price point. Now, this is all to prove that I think this is true and is going to happen. He touches on a time based on Warner Brothers, and it's down here. As for when the definitive edition will be announced, potential 2025 release on the cards. It could be sooner rather than later. And he goes into explaining why. And I mentioned what happened to Suicide Squad and Warner Brothers having a horrible year. It wasn't just Suicide Squad. They closed down Magic Awaken. They also released Quidditch Champions and didn't really make that much money. And Multiverses also released, and they lost $100 million on that. So comparing stock prices, or at least the stock, from 2023, where it's up here, to 2024, where it's down here, and then WB saying they want the sequel to be a priority, which was an article here, it kind of just points to the game happening this year. Speaking on the timeline, if you don't release it this year, you also start getting into the sequel release date. Remember how I said 2026 was kind of early? But I think we'll start hearing about the sequel in 2026 for sure. Definitely, I think this year. If we don't get the DLC this year, it's too late, in my opinion. Which is why, and WB needs this. WB needs this dub. WB needs a Hogwarts Legacy DLC. Just for this, if not for the stock, but also for the opinion of the gaming industry. And so that's why I'm 99.9% sure, A, this game exists, but B, we're getting it in 2025. All the roads point to it. If we don't get it, then you start approaching the second game's territory, and also the Harry Potter TV show territory, which is coming out supposedly 2026, early 2027. Thoughts? Did I explain it enough?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're sold that it'll come out in 2025.
I'm sold.
You're sold.
Yeah.
She sold everybody.
I'm on it. Moon Lily asked who would start a new game file to experience the game completely as a whole if and when the DLC drops.
Right here. I already deleted
Yeah.
my Merlin file just so I can read the story, record the storylines at the beginning. So yeah, I would.
That's gonna be good.
I created Cedric Diggory.
R.I.P. Spoiler, right?
You said it. You said it.
I said spoiler.
You said R.I.P.
I'm-
Then spoiler.
I'm pretty sure I said
Okay,
spoiler
all right,
first.
all right. So that's why I think. So what do you guys think? 2025 DLC. Do you think it's happening? Did I sway you into thinking it's going to come in 2025? This is a hill I will die on. I did actually die on the hill, the Merlin Hill, and so I called a lot of the stuff in the game in regards to like Not Size Mom and even knowing the professor, the houses of the professors. All of this, all from the state of play. So I got a lot of stuff right, and I even got a lot of stuff in regards to the seer and them playing an important role. It just wasn't Merlin; it was Rackham, but that was a big one I messed up on. So you can believe me or not.
Nick thinks we'll get it at Nick and Angie think we'll get it as early as between March and May. Looks like everybody agrees with you and is hopeful.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. And them working on the DLC, especially when it was reported in February of 2024, makes a lot of sense because they're coming off of finishing the Nintendo Switch development in November of 2023, which was the last bit of anything for the Hogwarts Legacy game. Now, we did get an update with photo mode and new gear, new brooms, and the resetting of your talents and everything like that. Like, we did get all of that in June. So they could have been working on that, but they did have help. Apparently, they have help from Rocksteady helping them with the DLC.
Hamza said it definitely exists because you can see on StreamDB they're actively making private updates, and the last one was a few minutes ago.
I keep hearing about that too. Somebody had reported about that way back last summer, and I totally forgot about that. Yeah, they're doing a lot of updates with Hogwarts Legacy with SteamDB and with Steam behind the scenes and stuff. So that also that's a very good point. That's a very good point, Hamza. There's a lot of stuff they're doing for whatever reason. It doesn't look like patch notes. It doesn't look like just upgrades and like thick bug fixes. It looks like stuff that they're going into. So, yeah, and again, WB is desperate. I mean, I'm just gonna call it spade a spade. They have a mobile game coming out, the Game of Thrones one. But outside of that, Wonder Woman possibly this year. But we haven't heard anything. I've heard it's delayed, so I think next year. Even though we got a reveal or announcement trailer in 2021. Wonder Woman is the next big game for them outside of Hogwarts Legacy. But they don't really have anything coming out this year, so their stock is even going to be lower because they really don't have any games. So a DLC, again, will help with that if we're just looking at the stock market. I think it will help with that. I hope they don't rush it out. Says Galactic Dragon, me too. I hope they don't either. So that's my opinion on the DLC. And we're going to do our draft in like 5 minutes, breaking down, getting some features that you guys wanted in Discord, and we're going to see who drafts the best one, so get ready for that. But switching over...
Hey, DeCourcy.
Hey, DeCourcy! VA in the house. Going back to the sequel, why I think we're going to get something about the sequel, Hogwarts Legacy 2. Time check. Are we at 6 o'clock? We are? Okay, this will be fast. And this is just, again, I don't want to, but I'm going off how desperate WB is. Like, get the DLC out. The Harry Potter TV show has nothing to do with WB Games. So they're like, we lost over $300 million in 2024 in the games division alone, on top of the bomb they had with Joker 2 and all these other movies. So, gosh, I'm still pissed off about that. Still upset
The
about that.
trailer was so
The trailer
great.
was so good. So good.
They got us on that one.
The person who cut the trailers need to have a pay raise. That's the only one who should survive what happened with Joker 2. Anyway, so pissed off about that. But
Hey, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara. Winter Wizard is never late. I want backstory for our character. I think we could get that in the second one. I talked about it earlier. Check back on the replay on that one. But going off the desperation of WB and trying to gain trust with the stockholders and the public, we've had announcements like this 4-5 times last year. We didn't hear anything from WB for the first game. Nothing. I remember 2021 was quiet. Then we got the state of play in March or February of 2022. WB was saying nothing, which is points to why they were surprised also, because they might not have had faith in it. But anyway, that's another thing. New leadership. The fact that we have WBD's CFO talking about the game. It has nothing to do with him. He does merch and stuff.
He's like reading it off of his hand. Harry Potter.
Like seriously.
He's not even part of it.
It's like a talking point now. It's like literally a talking point with anybody who does an interview that represents WB. Yeah, we're so excited about,
My favorite character is Snope.
we're so excited about, Game of Thrones and the Mortal Kombat updates and stuff like that. And don't forget about Hogwarts Legacy sequel. It is a real priority. And with the Harry Potter TV show, this is how it's coming off of in the public.
They're just going to start saying stuff and see what picks up on the internet. Also, Harry Potter umbrellas.
We just had the baking show. We were really excited. And the baking show makes sense because they own Food Network. That's the Discovery side. So meshing the two, it makes sense. But
Harry Potter tape. Harry Potter sneakers.
Everything. All the hits. Everything. But everybody forget also the CEO, David Zaslav, early last year, and we were scared. They were talking about Hogwarts Legacy as a franchise and having online aspects within the Harry Potter franchise. Now, we also knew this was Quidditch Champions in the mobile game, Magic Awaken.
I forgot about that, the live service
but
thing.
He was they said a priority for WB Games is going to be live service. This was early. They've been talking about Harry Potter all year, and we didn't even get a game. We just got the update and Quidditch Champions. But they've been talking about Hogwarts Legacy all year, and that's because they want to get faith and their brand, because they sucked last year. They
have not had a good couple of years.
Well, 2023 was huge. That was Hogwarts Legacy.
Other than Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah.
It's been a bunch of whiffs.
Yeah.
So they have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because they need to have highlights.
Yeah, they need investors. They need people to hey, we're going to keep investing and wait to see what this payoff is going to be when the sequel drops, when the DLC drops on Hogwarts Legacy. Because they had a huge payout in 2023 if you were an investor. The game made over $1 billion in 2 months. Bro. In 2 months. Or 5 months.
Here's my biggest question. Why aren't they working on Newt and Friends?
That will always be the question here over Wednesday.
There is a market for this.
That will always be the question.
It would be a cheap game to make.
Yeah.
Hours of entertainment.
They just don't have a pulse.
They're scared to answer that question. They were real quiet. Quiet on that one.
I've been telling WB since Wizards Unite. listen to us. That's all I've been telling them. But anyway.
Also, people are talking about HP shoes that they've got. HP Crocs, HP sneakers.
I mean, on top. I mean, I promise you, they're gonna find a way for the Ministry of Magic park opening to tie to Hogwarts Legacy. I promise you, that's gonna happen. Like, they're gonna talk about it. They're gonna be excited about it, and then they're gonna mention Hogwarts Legacy. Like. And this is why I think we're going to get something for the sequel.
Do you
this
think
year.
Funding for Hogleg 2 or any other associated games will be linked to the success or failure of the show? Or do you think those are two different markets?
Ooh, definitely different markets. I think the TV show will be more so for the Harry Potter like hardcore fans, and casuals more so than the game. The TV show would be wider appealing than the game, I think.
Yeah.
Just because of its access, subscription base. You just pop it in, watch it, pop it in like I'm talking about a VHS or something. But you could just turn to it and watch it, you know, pay for a month or two service of Max and then cancel it, you know, once the show is done. Whereas a video game, like, you got to have a console or a PC and then buy the game and all that other stuff. So I think the TV show will have a wider appealing aspect to the wider audience. And I still think not a lot of people know about Hogwarts Legacy still. You know, they just see that Harry Potter game that was successful. But if you're outside of the gaming sphere, you really don't know about it. They did a good job with the commercials. We saw a lot of commercials leading up to this release. But again, that was during a couple of months leading up to this release and after. But the general audience is going to cater or at least be gravitated to the TV show more so than things. So I don't think so. I don't think they need to. I think the TV show is going to allow more people to learn about Hogwarts Legacy and the baking show and the new audio book that they're doing with a full cast and sound effects and music and everything.
What?
That's coming out late this year. And even amusement parks.
Is it gonna be like an old time like radio play? Like you can hear like that
it's just
for like people walking across the floor?
Hagrid's gonna have a separate voice. You know, the trio's gonna have a separate voice. They say they got like over 100 actors and stuff. So
good night, Becky.
See you, Becky. Thanks for popping in. Happy New Year again. But just the way WB reacted, they're very reactionary. And because of that, they want to show that, hey, we have a dub. We got good stuff. We got good properties. We got Batman. We got Game of Thrones. We got Mortal Kombat. And, of course, we got Harry Potter. And the highest-selling game of 2023, hey, the sequel's priority because we want to get that to those people because we know they want it. Not because we want to make money, but they're going to spend it where, hey, we know people want it and we want to do we don't want to do the brand disservice. So they're going to try to get it out there, which is why it's the biggest priority. Like, the biggest priority. The biggest priority. That was a quote. One of the biggest priorities. And again, that's not from WB Games. That's from WB Discovery. WB Games is a branch of WB Discovery. And the higher-ups are saying this. Zaslav, the CEO, is saying this. They need this. So they're going to talk about it every chance they get this year. And I would not be surprised if they try to push Avalanche Software to give us something, whether it's just an announcement that is being developed with maybe a ASMR type situation where we get a new look at maybe a new map or something. Or just a small 30-second trailer.
All they need to do is leave Avalanche alone and give them money to do what they need to do.
We talked about that earlier.
That's all they need to do.
We talked about that earlier. Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Give them money if they need it. And just protect your little goose that is the only thing that is laying you any kind of eggs
right now. Yeah, consistently. Like,
hey, Jay.
Hey. Because everybody forgets. It's still in the top 20 in sales. Like, if
that's crazy.
He's still in the top 20. A single-player game, mind you. It's still in the top 20 in sales. Top 10 the entire year of 2024. especially in the UK, is still printing the money. And the game is 2 years old.
I think...
Like, I beat the game in, well, it took me longer, but a lot of people beat the game in February.
They have to know. They have to know that that's what they have to do. They
Yeah.
have to know.
Yeah.
Like, I think it will be great. I think Avalanche
For
knows
sure.
what they're doing.
For sure.
I think we're going to get
I have faith.
good quality stuff. That's what I think.
And I even mentioned it earlier. I said there's enough buffer between, like, a Todd, who was in the chat earlier,
Hi, Lucas.
and the CFO here. There's enough buffer where they won't interfere. And I think they'll let Avalanche cook to a certain degree. So
It'll be fine.
it'll be fine.
It'll
I'm
be fine.
hopeful. I am scared,
It's
but
going to
I'm
be great.
hopeful.
They're
I'm
going to do a
hopeful.
great job.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that at all. A good job or anything. I'm just worried about WB.
Well, I'm worried about someone who is not Avalanche, like,
Yep.
boggling it.
Exactly.
Like, or like they'll just do the marketing weird, and then the game will be good, but the momentum will be lost somehow. You know what I mean?
Let
Like,
Eric do the marketing. He was the
Yeah.
marketing man. He was the marketing director or whatever. I forgot his role. Let Eric handle the marketing like he did last time. Let Chandler be the voice like he did last time. Just keep everything is the same. Just bring in more talent. You can get the game out faster,
and
more
more
precise.
Merlin puzzles.
And stop. Stop. All right, let's get this game on the road. But yeah, that is why I think we're going to get a lot of Hogwarts Legacy 2 news this year. And just for the simple fact, WB Discovery needs Hogwarts Legacy.
Rita said, "Is it time for Sue to win the poll yet?"
Yo, she said earlier. I said I'm voting for Sue. Like she just said it out like nobody asked her anything.
Thank you, Rita.
Nobody asked
It's
her.
a game of skill,
And
James.
then she's gonna vote for herself on the Patronus squad. So.
It's a game of skill,
Oh my gosh.
and they trust me.
They trust you. Oh my gosh. Yo's in the chat if you guys are ready for this. So this is the game we started doing, I want to say in November. I found, and it's basically you take this jar. We have a bunch of suggestions and topics in here, and whatever you pull out is what's Twitch. Whatever you pull out, that's what you're gonna have to use. So we've done Harry Potter store. That was the last one with all the mediums from the books to the video games to the everything. And then the first one was build your own Order of Merlin. So we were drafting characters from the Harry Potter universe, including Hogwarts Legacy characters, and we have the chat vote on which team was assembled by Sue and myself, and then winner will face off against the Patronus squad, who is 2-0 right now. So I'm 0-2.
It's really hard to tell. They're
can't-
just really good at the game.
I haven't beaten Sue, and Sue hasn't beaten Patronus squad. But I'm like at the tail end right now. So we're going to see what's going to happen. So today we're drafting features for the upcoming DLC.
James.
Yes.
Here's my advice to you. I'll tell you my
Don't.
strategy.
Okay, what is your strategy, sir?
Most people, when they play a game, they give it like 100%.
Right.
I give it minimum 110%.
Minimum.
Yeah. So just shoot for like 110% effort, and you'll stand a good chance. This is all in the name of good sportsmanship.
Where's the
Other people would probably try to keep their strategy a secret, but not me. I want it to be a good competition, so that's why I have to. I want it to be hard.
Anyway,
I want
let's
it to be a tough game.
Anyway, I need to get my phone because Discord is acting up on my PC for whatever reason.
Oh no!
My phone is behind you.
Don't leave me alone.
I'm not. It's behind you. You want to get it? It's over there on the bean bag right there. Short squad, sound off in the Discord, and we'll go from there. They will be drafting during.
Mechanic Chaos said, "Who knows? There could be an upset."
No.
And also said, "That is the most Slytherin thing I've ever heard." Sue. Rita said, "To be the best, you have to beat the best."
Oh my gosh.
LC really seems to be very discerning.
Okay.
LC said, "Sue showing her generosity."
Yeah. All right, so the first
Not about me.
The first 4 sections at the top will be features. All right, I was thinking of doing another section for map, which I think I should.
No, it's fine. We can just do it this way.
Okay, yeah, we just do this.
Hey, Major Bond.
Major Bond.
How's it going?
All right, so we're going to be pulling from this, like we always do. We're going to start with Sue, then what? Patrona Squad, then me.
How many discards do we get?
Let's do 2. You can do 2 discards. So we're going to be picking from here. Sue's first. Sue will be on the right side. I'll be on the left.
What Discord channel again?
Yeah, what is the Discord channel? That's the Secret Santa chat.
I'm gonna give them the audio.
Okay, they're moving to Patronus chat. Are you doing audio? Where is Patronus chat?
I just want them to get the full effect.
Okay, raid suggestion here. Did you drop one?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's not something fall. Yeah.
Oh, I did drop one.
Yeah. Okay, I see you, Steph. I see it. They're in the raid suggestion channel. Okay, here we go. What'd you get? And again, you guys will be voting on the best game. So Sue will have her game on the right. I will have my game on the left.
I can't read that.
Let's see. Oh, Sky Combat.
Oh, Sky Combat.
Do you want to have that in your game? Sky Combat, or you're going to skip?
I kind of want it, but is it in my top 5? That's the question.
4.
Top 4.
Yeah, you only got 4 spots.
I'll pass.
Okay, Sue's passing on Sky Combat, which I think was one of the ones Sig threw out there. So, okay, go pick another one. You have one more pass. Discard of me.
Okay.
How many of you guys would like Sky Combat?
Quidditch.
Oh! How do you always get the good ones,
I'll keep it.
Let me see what this shows.
Does it matter where we put it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right
You
there.
can rank it if you want. Just trying to change the color. There we go.
That's a highlighter. That's why it was weird.
Oh. Let me go here. Wait, you use this one. Pretty sure you use this one.
Here,
There we go.
I'll draw it.
Okay. All right. Patronus Squad. So Sue's going to have Quidditch in her game. Patronus Squad, you're up. Wait, you moved. What channel are you in? Okay, you're here. Okay, all right, I see you. All right, you guys have sitting or in slash sleep in your DLC. Oh my gosh. Do you want to keep sitting and sleeping? Patronus Squad, let me know. Would you guys, chat, want sitting and sleeping in your DLC? I see 2 keeps. I see 3 keeps. All right, all keep. All right. So that's your guys' pick right there. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. A lot of people keep. Wait.
I'm drawing illustrations for mine.
Oh my gosh, you got a room and a
And a smiling face and a snitch.
All right. What is this?
Wizards.
Ooh, Wizard's Chess. Oh. Do it.
A mini game.
That's
That's
I know.
kind of fun.
It is. I want mini games in my DLC. Should I keep Wizard's Chess? Knowing what's in here? I only have 4 spots. God, you got Quidditch. I'm passing. I'm passing.
All right.
I'm passing. They got sit, sleep, and Quidditch already taken. I need to start off strong.
Chat, I agree. Sky Combat would be really cool, but I don't think it would be in my top 5. It would be it would be difficult, but it could be awesome.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. More Hogwarts mysteries. Yes.
I've got it. I'm getting there.
All right. Yeah. I loved. Ooh, we had 3.
I'm drawing a magnifying glass.
Oh my god. Oh, you're up, Sue. Let's go.
I'm just trying to give you the same level of care and attention.
Thank you. I think I traded up. I'd rather have the mysteries than the wizard's chest.
Crossed wands with Professor Hecat. What do you mean by that?
So I was saying we always talked about continuing cross wands. And you know how the Accio game, Summoner's Court, you got to go against.
LC said, as long as it's not Summoner's Court.
Well, in Summoner's Court, you ended with going against
What's his face?
Professor Ronan. I think a lot of people have said with cross wands, you continue going 5th year, 6th year, 7th year, and then you get to battle with Professor Hecat. So, continue cross wands or more cross wands. Abbreviate Hecat. Do you keep or it's very specific?
I don't know if I really need it because we're so powerful that I don't know if Hecat would even stand a chance.
Oh my gosh.
What? I can turn her into a chicken.
True.
I can turn her into a barrel and then explode it.
We're battling on even playing fields. Like, we're not doing AK or something.
Oh, yeah, there's no ancient magic in cross wands.
There's no ancient magic in cross wands.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Crossed wands without ancient magic.
Yeah.
Then it is more of a
even playing field.
Okay. I'll allow it.
You keeping it?
I don't know what else is in here. So here's where you have an advantage.
Yeah.
You know what the options are.
Right.
I have no idea what's in there.
It doesn't sound like you were sold on it, though.
I'm not super excited about it.
So skip it. It's the last one.
All right, pass.
Okay. You have ancient magic, though. We had ancient magic at the beginning. We can't use it.
Azkaban map.
Oh,
yes.
Shoot.
The Dementoids.
Oh, shoot.
Azkaban.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you traded up. I was waiting for that one.
I don't know why they didn't have that for everybody in the first place.
I know. Sue, how are you getting all the good ones? All right.
What picture would be for this one? That's the question. I'll think on that.
Do a triangle.
Just a triangle, like a
triangle
pyramid.
At the top, and then the lines going down. And then down. Yep. Yeah.
And then it's on a raw. Well, no, I'm not gonna draw that. How do I undo?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna draw that. That's not a good idea.
All right. The force is strong. Let's see. All right. Patronus Squad, you're up. Sue.
Oh. The Dementors. All right, Patronus Squad. New gear.
Ooh.
What do you mean by new gear?
New drip.
Right, but like new stronger gear or just a new look? Like the option to change the color, but the pattern stays the same?
They mentioned new gear actually in the thing, and so I just wrote that what was mentioned in.
I wish we could change the color. I think that would be a huge deal.
That would be a lot of fun. All passes. Okay,
all passes? All right.
They're skipping.
Ooh. London map.
Oh my gosh.
On the DLC?
Oh, yeah.
Oops, I dropped it. I'm assuming that's a keep.
Yeah. Are y'all keeping that? That's your first pass. Are you keeping London map? Yeah, keep from Steph A, keep from Micah, keep from the Nebula. Parrish, Rita, yep, and Potterhead Mando. Keep. All right.
Nice.
All right, I'm up.
Do you want me to pick for you?
No. I will live and die.
Remember, 110%. 110. 110%.
Come on.
Big money, big money.
Chamber of Secrets!
Hey!
Let's go. We all got locations. Let's go. I'll take it. Chamber of Secrets. I will take it. Let's go. Oh, secret. I like it. So all the passes have so far all the passes. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's
2 passes.
good.
I am out of passes.
Me and Patronus Sky still have 1. All right, you're up.
Okay. It's gonna be like new potions.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't. Oh yeah, sorry, you can't pass.
Yeah, I can't pass.
All right.
All right.
New potions. We didn't get specifics because it just then that's a long list. All right.
The options are plentiful.
Yeah, for sure. Polyjuice.
Yeah.
All right. Jordan
All right.
Squad up. Yeah, you get 2 passes. Yep, you get 2.
Oh, a true companion system.
Okay, so a true companion system meaning you can take any of your companions or friends with you on your journey. It doesn't have to be based on the story or anything. If you just want to go out exploring, you can take, I'll say the companions. So obviously Poppy, Nadsai, Seb, and then Everett was the other one. So those 4, you can take them anywhere you want.
Hey Ramos, I hadn't heard about the fires. That's
Yeah, I checked on Josiah today.
okay.
And Jay's out there too. Oh, are they keeping it? Okay, Ben was here earlier. He was talking about it.
Okay, they're gonna keep
All right,
it.
they're going to keep it. They're keeping it. Okay. That's a good one. All right, big money. I don't remember what.
110%. 110%.
Okay, brother, I got 1 pass left. Oh my God. Summoner's Court. Oh my gosh.
James, it's so fun.
It is.
It's such a fun game.
I love it, but I don't know. I need votes. I'm passing. I need votes. So I'm passing. All right, I gotta go with whatever I get.
It won't be worse than Summoner's Court.
It could be. Gobstones.
Oh.
Why did I get both? You know what? I'll take it. Give me Gobstones.
You are done with passes, so you have to take it.
I have to take it. I got Gobstones in my game. I got the Chamber of Secrets, New Mysteries, and Gobstones.
Well, you did your best.
Oh my god.
Elsie said spoke too soon, Sue.
I know. Yeah, Quidditch and Azkaban is just gonna win it for Sue right there.
I don't know,
Gosh.
James. The game is long. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
You know?
Well, you get to see the last one.
Yay! More vivariums!
Oh, that's a yes.
Yay!
Yeah. That's your last one.
What? But I need the story one.
I know. We're gonna do something else with that one.
Ooh. What's the plural of vivarium?
I have no idea. Oh, thanks for taking those out for us, Jay. Cold-blooded.
Vicious.
All right, Patrona Squad, you're up. Dang it.
Lauren said I'm definitely taking Fearless Felicis.
Dang it.
This just says new.
All right. First try another one. I don't know what happened there.
Is there some NBW and it's not a thing?
Well, I know the last one I had a blank one,
Uh-huh.
and you can come up with your own one.
Dude.
But I'll do that for the next one.
Multiplayer.
Whoa! Shoot!
Bean said my uppercase versus lowercase decisions are interesting.
I know.
The ones that I'm really excited. I'm being pretty inconsistent. I will give you that.
All right, multiplayer. I would keep that one, but I see 3 passes. No thank you, says Jenny. 4 passes. All right, another one. I might keep multiplayer.
Multiplayer option would be really cool as a DLC
option,
too. Yeah, it would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Morality system.
Oh my! They just won. Y'all got morality system.
Let's be honest.
They just won.
They were gonna win anyway.
They just won. They got morality system, bro. Oh my gosh.
All right, everyone's excited about it. Everyone's saying keep.
Oh my gosh. All right, I needed that. I needed that. Jeez. All right, here we go. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Ooh, Nocturne Alley map.
Oh.
I'll take it. I got the Chamber of Secrets and Nocturne Alley map.
Why Nocturne Alley specifically?
Borgin and Burke's dark side type thing. Dark Wizard type stuff. I'll take it. And you don't have to create the whole thing. It's a DLC. So I was thinking maybe not as full.
Oh, it could be a flu straight there. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
That's not a bad one. Okay. Oh, I need my dice. You know what?
Where are your dice?
I think they're back there on the white shelf.
On the white shelf?
Yeah, on the floor.
What?
Over there.
I have to go on the floor?
You have to go on the thingy. All right, so now the last one is story. And chat, Sue the Patronus Squad, and myself, we get to pick from 9 options, but you have to roll a dice to see which one you're going to land on. I think I just went with 9. I don't know if we have a 9-sided die.
I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think so either. So we're just going to do 6.
There's a 10.
Yeah, there's a 10. We'll do 10. And the 10th one is you get to pick the story. Okay? So you roll first, and I'll let you know what you got.
Okay. 7.
7.
That's a good number for Wizarding World.
That is a good number. Oh my gosh! You got the young Dumbledore quest. Oh my gosh!
Young Brian.
Oh my gosh! Roll a 20. Nat 20. Oh my gosh!
Dumbledore. Do you think he went by Brian when he was little?
I like to think so.
I think so too. He probably in middle school. He was trying to be kind of normal.
I think Albus obviously was the thing, but maybe he would go Brian just to add stuff.
Or Wolfric.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right,
you're up, Patronus Squad.
Lauren, we have played D&D in the past.
Yeah,
That may be why we have the dice.
Yeah, that is why we have dice.
You're showing them the wrong part of it.
Oh, sorry. That is why we have a Hufflepuff colored set of dice.
I think I got those for you for some kind of thing. All right, I'm going to roll for Patronus Squad. 2.
2 is... Oh, Stephanie would love this. This was actually her suggestion. Fig Quest storyline where we explore his origins.
Oh, nice.
Fig origin story. So this was a suggestion from Steffe in Discord when I got all these ideas. I think Steffe will love that one. So you can't like pass on these. This is just whatever you roll. So you got Fig storyline. Yep, you got Fig quest. Figgy quest.
Denebola said you can call me Al for when he's trying to be cool.
Yeah. All right. What do I get?
That's 10.
That's 10. I get to pick one. Oh, Merlin. Give me Merlin. Yeah, Merlin. Yeah. What? Merlin.
From Sword in the Stone.
No, get out of here.
That's the definitive Merlin.
Honestly, yeah.
Merlin, what? Like young Merlin, Merlin Grave. We find it alive.
Yeah,
Merlin.
Merlin Grave.
Merlin Grave.
Or Wand, which would be at his grave. So Pensive, which is also at his grave. So yeah, Merlin Grave.
Grave / Wand.
Yeah.
Pensive. I'll put that in. Put a question mark after it.
Perez, yes, I will play Baldur's Gate 3 before Hogwarts Legacy 2. I already have like 2 characters I want to upload into it from my past D&D sessions. It's just I gotta find time to play it because that game is like 100 hours easily.
Rita, he drew Summoner's Court and Gobstones. I don't think it's rigged.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all probably about to win anyway. Anyway. All right, so there we have it. Sue and I's team, which you guys will vote for. And then we'll put in the Patronus Squads one.
Be safe, Moon Lily.
So, let's go back here. I'm going to have you guys vote right quick. And bring this up. And then make a poll. Get out of that. Let's go to live chat. Let's go here. Let's go to poll.
Are we
right.
voting for all 3 of us at the same time this time?
Ooh.
That way we all stand an equal chance.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Okay.
do that. Who had the best
Draft.
DLC?
Oh, nice.
All right. James. Patronus Squad. Sue. All right. Poll is up. I'm going to go back and show our votes. And I need to show the Patronus Squads.
Who do you think had the best one?
I think Patronus Squad, like, by far. Steph, can you put y'all, what you guys voted for in the chat? Or somebody. Yo, yeah, I think Quidditch and Azkaban is just, like, and the Young Dumbledore story is just, like,
I feel like mine
prominent.
is for the lifelong Harry Potter fans. Because Quidditch, Azkaban.
I think it's for the gamers.
New potions and vivariums for the gamers.
Yeah.
But Young Dumbledore.
True.
Quidditch and Azkaban.
True.
I feel are more for like.
I mean, mine's is the same way. Outside of Merlin.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, Gobstones, Nocturne Alley.
Yeah.
Like those are 3 like heavily Harry Potter lore thing. All right, so Patronus Squad, they have Sitting, which I think is a huge one.
They won.
Yeah.
With that one, they won.
Sitting,
And
London
sleeping.
map, actual companion system, morality system also with the companion system, and the Fig Quest.
It's
like,
over.
It's, that's...
You know what? I think mine stands a pretty good chance. They had a really good one. But
I don't see any weaknesses outside of maybe London map.
I'm not excited about a Fig Quest, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
between the stories, I'd be more interested in Dumbledore for sure.
Yeah.
Merlin for sure.
And for like realistically, if they're gonna introduce a true morality system, would it happen in the DLC? Like, we're not talking about is it likely? We're just talking about like dream.
Yeah.
Draft.
If you were putting together a DLC, like what would you want in Hogwarts Legacy? And this is what we came up with. So, I need what I'll do. I'll do one with 3 sections, and we'll go from there. We just gotta write small.
I think mine appeals to a broad audience. Everyone wants to go to Azkaban on a trip. Not to stay.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted a good Quidditch game.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Yes. At least in the graphics of Hogwarts Legacy.
Yep. New potions could be really fun. I think it'd be cool if we could combine existing potions for like different effects, kind of like in Skyrim. You can create your own.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to get that deep.
I don't think they will either, but it would be cool.
Skyrim.
The Vivariums is what's really exciting to me, and more building blocks to use in the Vivariums.
So that's why I just kept Vivariums. I left it open, like you could just more stuff.
And then young Dumbledore. Who doesn't want a good young Dumbledore?
Dumbledore. This is a good one.
Yeah.
So we plan on doing these drafts once a month, twice if like chat is like, yo, can we do more? Maybe we get news about a Wizarding World Online game, and then we are like, oh, we got to talk about this. We got to draft what features we want in a I don't know, a WoW type, a MMO type Harry Potter game or something. So yeah, we plan on doing it once a month so it doesn't get stale. But yeah, this is a good one. All right, 30 seconds, and then we'll see. Make sure you vote. We have the votes over on YouTube's. Sorry, Twitch. But yeah, make sure you guys vote. My DLC will have more mysteries, Chamber of Secrets, Gobstones, Nocturne Alley as a map, and Chamber of Secrets to visit, on top of Merlin's quest, which will be the main storyline with all of this. Heck, Merlin would tie to the Chamber of Secrets
and the mysteries and Nocturne Alley.
Yeah, since he's tied to Salazar.
And Gobstones would be a nice little lighthearted break.
Yeah, since he made all those Merlin puzzles.
You have a very puzzly DLC.
Oh my gosh,
Because Nocturne Alley, I feel what they could do with that map is like you flew there, flew network there, and then as you're like going through, I feel like there would be like port keys that you would accidentally touch and get sucked away somewhere.
Oh, there's definitely
and then like
rooms.
Traps and like hidden rooms and like that. Like you have a pretty cool one actually.
That is a very puzzly one, and I hate puzzles. So.
Well, it doesn't have to be puzzles. It could be just like a maze almost.
Thoughts, thinking, strats. I'm not good at those things.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Quidditch. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. All right, Sue's DLC will have Quidditch, Azkaban map, new potions, which I'm excited about. More Vivariums and things to go in there, and Dumbledore storyline.
And also as a bonus, you can capitalize whatever letters you want in my DLC. So that's...
And then
there are no rules.
The Patronus Squad, they have sitting/sleeping London map, all of London, actual companion systems, morality system, and Figgy. Professor Big Quest coming up. Sorry.
I want to know more about this Professor Quig. Sounds like a very...
Get out of here.
What? I'm curious.
That's a save as copy.
I'm always hungry for knowledge.
You are. Oh my gosh.
I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. All right, and the winner of the poll is... Wait, let me do this. Let me end the Q&A. And in poll, what is it?
Patronus Squad.
Oh my gosh!
67%, 66%. Then me, 24%.
I didn't even reach double digits. I didn't even get double digits. Oh my gosh. 0-4-3. And Patronus Squad is 3-0 in this. Oh my god. I got 9%. The 3 to 5 people who voted for me. Thank you. I think it was like 112 votes or whatever. I can't remember. Maybe lower than that. 40 votes, but oh my gosh.
James, it might be too soon for this, but if you're open to constructive criticism,
no, not right now. It's too fresh. Especially if it's coming from you, no. Chat, maybe. Not from you. Nope, not doing it. I had like this. The thing is, there's no like skill on this. You're just picking. And the thing is, I know it's in there.
I had to decide what to discard.
Yeah.
That was a skill.
Do you like it or no?
I didn't know
it.
if there was anything good in there.
That's what I'm saying.
It could have all been worms.
That's what I'm saying. And I knew, and I still got the wrong. I know everyone because I'm the one that writes up everything, and I still come up short. Not just short, very last. Every time. This game does not like me at all. Maybe it was Marvel or something. I don't know. Good grief.
You know what, James? I will take any challenge.
As an extra on her team.
And she came in clutch.
Did you have Newt
as
also?
A backup?
Did you have Newt also on your team?
Yes.
Or that first one?
And I also had Griffin. No, I had Grindelwald.
Yeah,
he was my leader. He's really good at motivating a crowd, right?
On that note, first pirouette, do we have 100 likes on this thing? Oh my gosh.
LC said, James, maybe next time let Sue pull the choices for you.
Yeah, you might be on to something, because good grief. Do we have 100 likes? We got 93 likes. How many we got over here? So tell us you criticize, we will tell you. Oh my gosh. Galactic, get out of here. All right.
Galactic, it's related to the percentage of effort I was sensing.
What? What? Effort? All right, we got 13 over on Twitch. All right, let's do it. All right, let's do pirouettes. Let's do it. Pirouettes then. Oh no. That's right. Chocolate frogs. Party City is closed. I have to go back to ordering on Amazon. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to do pirouettes, and then we'll get out of here. Thank you, guys. The first one. This is good. You ready?
Always.
Let's do it.
You need to ask.
Let's do it.
Of course I'm ready.
I'm just being kind, Sue. Just trying to be kind. Oh my god. Oh.
Nice shirt.
Thank you.
It looks really nice.
Thank you. I told them I will probably wear this every stream now. So.
I like how it tells what house you're in.
Oh, me too.
I like that.
Me too, Sue. All right, first pirouette of 2025. On your mark, get set, go. Almost fell. Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What happened?
Slid too much.
You had too much force.
I had too much spin, and I was trying to slow down, and it stopped me. My feet are slippery. Try Five Below. We've seen them there. Says Parrish. Okay. Sorry,
Five
James.
Below, huh?
We still love you, pal. Thank you for that, man. All right. There is a Five Below in MacArthur Mall, I think.
Jay said, well, the shirt is boss, waiting for Sue to start wearing her glam. I need to. I just always come straight here from work.
Yeah.
I'll have to just start wearing it.
I'll have them laying out for you.
Yeah.
You just come in with your armor, chink, 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 bling, bling.
I can't even imagine how bad I'm going to win the drafts.
Oh, my gosh.
In that case.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Party City, closed, nationwide, immediately. And that has been the spot where I've gotten the chocolate frogs. It's a good last-minute spot, so I'm like, if I forget, I can just drive over, 7 minutes, go there, get some, and come back. But since they've closed, a couple of weeks before Christmas, I haven't had to think about it because I bought a lot and had it here, but we ran out, and I totally forgot. So I got to start ordering. And they were cheaper, too, than Amazon. That's the other thing. They were cheaper than Amazon. So, but I can see suggestions for Five Below. So I'll start there. 7.5 penalty for stopping. Thank you, DeCourcy.
But Twim gave a 10 out of 10 to James and Sue.
Thank you, Twim. 10 out of 10. Ooh, Expecto mode. Yes. So we got to figure out what thing we want to do, Perez. expecting something that represents like new. It's a new year. Something that represents new. Or like hope, new beginnings.
You could do like sunrise.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Sunrise.
Or new moon, spooky version.
Ooh. It's always so cloudy out there. It's hard to get like the moon like in the spots in there out there.
The new moon is when you can't see the moon. So that's why I said spooky.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how you could time that though.
There's always a moon shadow.
Oh, there's always a moon.
In photo mode, yeah.
Oh, baby animals, yeah.
Oh, yes. I like that. Ooh, babies, yeah. Did we show the gifts? Did we? I
The
thought
last
we did.
Expecto mode, I don't think we did.
Oh, we didn't?
Rita said sneak in a sunset no one will know. Rita's always thinking. Her mind never stops.
Yeah. So we can do I like the sunrise. We'll do sunrise and babies, creatures. So yeah, let's do sunrise. I mean, you can play around with that. Obviously, castle, the beach, different parts. We can do that. I thought we did the gifts once. So
We
I'll
had
check back.
like holiday theme that we did. I don't know if we did gifts or went over the gifts.
I thought we did it that Monday before. I'll check back. If we didn't, we'll do it. We'll go over those and the sunrise ones. So sunrise and babies. Yep, we'll do that.
Hey, Verticus.
That's how we do it.
Group selfies.
Oh, well, you can do that in Magic Awakens. So, Mech just told us early on and then left off his soapbox. Magic Awaken. You can go underwater, and now you can go to the Ministry of Magic. I know.
In Magic Awaken?
Yes, I know. So they already have Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley.
Diagonally.
So gotta check that out. But anyway, thank you guys. Excited to start the year off strong with some fun games and predictions like Hogwarts Legacy 2 news and getting the DLC this year. Hopefully it comes to fruition, but either way, hopefully you guys are along with us on this ride. As we talk all things Wizarding World. Don't forget the amusement park is opening this year in May. So we'll be talking about that. Hopefully we'll be able to get out there within a year or so. But yeah, man. New year, hope springs anew, but also just, excited about what it could bring. We'll be covering Marvel Rivals over here on Twitch Friday. And so hopefully tomorrow, if I can get this early access going, shout out to NetEase in Marvel. But we got some Assassin's Creed content coming out because that game is dropping next month, and I cannot wait. While continuing our Indiana Jones content. So if you guys are interested in other games outside of Wizarding World, hit up your boy. But always we'll be covering Hogwarts Legacy and all things Wizarding World. So we're going to get out of here. I got to eat something. But that being said, hope you guys have a great start to your year. Be safe if you're in LA. And if you're on the East Coast, bundle up. It's going to get cooler as we get on. But always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Until next time.
Brian Little.
Japan.
Brian Little.
Japan.
Ryan Little.
Japan.
Ryan Little.
Japan.